Will we be arrested?
I'm asking y'all to do.
Okay, you can ask for us to leave. You can ask for us to leave. You can ask for us to leave. But the next question is, what happens to us if we decide not to leave this property? Okay, and I want to know what happens if we decide not to leave this property. Will I be arrested? Will I be arrested?
Finish recording on this side.
And I can finish recording right here because I'm filming my government officials right now.
Will he be arrested?
I just need you to say yes or no on that. I just need you to say yes or no.
I needed you to answer my question too. You didn't.
I don't have to answer your questions.
Welcome to Mr. Right, the place where real encounters between law enforcement and the people unfold before your eyes.
Under the scorching sun of Louisiana, in the small town of New Roads, with just over 4,000 residents, a tense standoff unfolded at the local police headquarters. No signs, no clear boundaries, yet a group of courageous citizens from the channel Truth Be Told Audits were surrounded by 4 armed officers simply for filming on public property. They refused to provide ID, calmly challenged every action, and forced police to confront the law instead of relying on assumption. This was not just a test of civil rights, but a real hot legal lesson on the thin line between perceived authority and lawful limits. Notably, New Roads, where over 28% of the population lives below the poverty line, reveals the deep-rooted tensions between citizens and law enforcement. Don't miss the original footage from Truth Be Told Audits to see the full story behind these high-stakes moments. And if you believe citizens have the right to know and to film, make sure to subscribe to Mr. Right and drop the letter R in the comments below.
They train y'all to do that back in like that, or what? No? What's your name and badge number? Oh, did you hear this? Where we're being trespassed, there's no signage on the gate saying that there's a restricted area back here. This is public property. I'll just start off with that. How are you doing today? What's your name and badge number? It's
Officer Bear, NR14 is my badge
NR
number.
14. All right, that's great. That's great. So, how long you been with the department? You're not gonna answer anything? You're just gonna sit here and stare at me crazy? What's going on, man? How you doing? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? We're just taking a look around public property. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't answer all
Yeah. And we're trespassing right now? Oh, we are?
Yes.
Oh, there's signage that says that there's restricted area back here, or what?
Yeah, because we check signage.
Is there any kind of sign saying that we can't be back here filming our government officials? So you're not going to answer that because you ain't going nowhere with that. Y'all can go ahead and turn around, go back to work, and let us continue filming. But it's not going to happen like that because they already said on the radio that we're being trespassed. Hold them here until we get there.
How are we being trespassed, though?
But see, this is what we're talking about, people. There is absolutely no sign saying that we cannot be back here. Today's going to be an education in law. Corporal, do you have a sergeant? Do you have a sergeant? Do you have a supervisor? No? They said detain us here. Well, we're going to be here until we talk to somebody higher up as well, because they're going to learn what trespassing really is today. And clearly, people, there's no signs on the gate. Here comes another cruiser in right here. This your supervisor right here? You speak English, right? Oh, we will. Listen to this one right here. Listen to this one right here. Look at this one right here, people. Look at this one right here. And he's a corporal, people. They're probably going to try to go hands-on. That's all right, because New Roads is fixing to be Daniel's New Roads. I like this one. This one's straight out of the academy right here. This one right here, I mean, he's probably 25, 24 years old. But we have some older ones right here. How's it going? And we got another corporal. What's your badge number, sir? What's your badge number? See, they're not going to say nothing. So who are we waiting on? What's the next step? Y'all waiting on a supervisor? Y'all waiting on a sergeant or what? Maybe the chief? We get lucky to get to meet the chief today. Oh, we hear sirens. Here we go.
Great.
And they're just walking around and everything. I like the smile on this one. And here comes another one inside. New roads. See who this is today. Here come the other two. What's his name and badge number? What's his name and badge number?
All right, look. I'm Corporal Dominic.
Corporal.
Burns.
Cool.
That's Corporal Hill, and that's Officer Barrett.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. So are we waiting on a supervisor then, or what? Somebody higher than y'all, or what?
You need us to call a supervisor?
I don't know, because we're being detained from what I heard on the scanner.
Who said anything about you being detained?
On the scanner, I heard
Are
it.
you detained?
No, I'm free to go whenever, yeah. I was just checking to see, because y'all come out, 4 deep on a couple of people back here filming inside of a public area.
I mean, this is our area.
Right, but y'all got to put up signs saying that this is a restricted area. See, that's going to be the difference in this whole entire situation right here.
Yeah, but you telling me something about the area where we be at. This is our area.
Well, this isn't really y'all's area. This is our.
Where we be at.
This is our area.
And this is
the city pays for this. You know what I mean? Us people pay for this. You know what I mean? So.
What does the sign say?
It says City of New Roads.
And it says what on the bottom of it?
And it says police.
All right.
All right. So which makes it yeah, right. Which makes it.
So that's why I'm here.
Man, but we help pay y'all. This is all of our property and stuff like that. But to come out 4 deep just to say basically what you just did, you could have did all by yourself without all this extra money sitting right here. Does that make sense? The truth is, I know it's crazy and. Yep. So we got all these people out here being detained. They're saying hold us here because we're being trespassed, but yet all of a sudden we're not trespassed anymore. But there's clearly no signs on the gate. If y'all put signs up, you can stop people from coming back here. Restricted area, police only. Then we can't cross that barrier. But until then, it's still city property until it's deemed that it's restricted. So. We got 4 officers out here.
So,
That's what we call intimidation tactic.
the inspection stickers. Do you guys not have to get inspection stickers? You don't? Okay, I have a comment though. Your inspection sticker on your vehicle is expired. Way expired.
Yeah. Y'all get it for free. I mean, there's no reason for. Or actually, we pay for it.
Probably go get it inspected. That way you're not looking like you're above the law. Because right now it looks like you're above the law.
But the question is, how many people have you given a ticket over expired inspection stickers?
I haven't given any.
Oh, you haven't given any?
Not from inspection sticker.
Not from inspection sticker?
Big deal.
Awesome. Yeah.
We all have to follow laws, right?
And like I said, I'd say probably like 7 out of 10 times, you're going to get good success with
17 days audits giving them my education back over here too. And again, dark windows. We found out in Louisiana they can run dark as 10 as they want. They are exempt, people. They are exempt here in the state of Louisiana.
since I'll just inform that the fencing has a sign of joint. Okay?
That don't help them out right now.
It doesn't, but it also let's try to bridge the gap here, right?
Right.
That's what
Well, it's how they approach this and how they came up hostile is what I don't like.
I agree with that. So would you agree with that? We're very nice people. We're not here, and I understand what y'all have gone through, and it's fun. But when we're here to bridge a
They
gap,
got somebody in the back of this car, people.
better to kind of put the situation as a public servant, like as somebody who's equipped. I mean, you guys each got a gun, and we're here with nothing but a camera, you know? And we actually support the officers that are going to uphold these things. So
Right. But we also get what we give. You know, if we get disrespect, we're gonna give some disrespect. Cause this one right here didn't do so bad, but should have left it alone whenever I said, you know, I was fine and didn't need no help. Cause I still don't need no help. So.
That our conversation will ease back that excitement on their end, kind of, you know, and then get to the point of it. So we wouldn't be able to do anything good on the way.
And of course, they're probably going to try to follow us, people. And that's going to be no doubt. But we went from being trespassed to not being trespassed.
This is a restricted area. Whether there's a sign or not, you're being informed now. Could you please step out the restricted area?
Okay, now see, here's where law steps in on that. There was no signs. You can't just come make law up because there was nothing established when we got here.
Can you please step out of the restricted area, sir?
That's where I'm going to have to go against you.
Can you please change your inspection
Can you please
sticker?
step on the other side?
Here we go, people. There is no signage. That is y'all kicking us off the property when there's no signage.
Listen, we're informing you now. This is a restricted area. It's for police back in this area right here, okay? So can you please step on this side over here? All right?
There was no signage out here when we got here.
I
So
understand
I'm
that.
already on property.
I understand that.
So if you try to kick me off, it would be a trespass. That means you need to get a detective out here to make sure that I haven't done anything out here to make me have to leave. So do you have a detective? There's no signs on this gate at all, and now they're trying to say that we are being trespassed again, saying that we're not allowed to be in this area again, which is completely untrue. They're making up laws on the fly.
Look here. Y'all welcome to videotape on the other side of this gate, okay? And if you want to talk to somebody higher, then everybody will be back in Tuesday, okay?
Is there a way, sir, that I could
All right?
have them directly email me about
Yeah, so first of all, what's your name?
I don't like to give my name.
You don't like to give your name?
I don't like to give my name.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
I do.
Can I have your name?
You didn't give me your name.
I did.
No, you
My name is
absolutely didn't.
I did. I've introduced them.
Yeah, but you didn't introduce yourself to her. And because there's no signage on the gate,
That's okay, I'm not giving you your name.
can't kick us out.
doing videography only. I haven't been fine. So I usually don't, you know. Yes.
I have a
17
place
days
that-
on it.
place that work or anything?
17 days on.
17 days audit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, well,
And I believe the best reaction for y'all to do,
There's a restricted area right here.
but it's not a restricted area. There's no signage on the gate saying that it's restricted in here.
Is there any way that we can get maybe somebody to put a sign on this today? Or?
Now.
I need
Like
y'all,
right now.
for what I'm telling you right now,
You
I'm
guys
asking
don't know
y'all
how
one
to
more
pray?
time.
Okay,
Again,
you can
can
ask.
Please go to the other
Okay,
side of this
so
gate. Y'all
okay,
need to continue moving.
so the next question that the next question I'm gonna ask, and I just need a yes or no. Okay, I want to get this on camera. If we don't leave from back here, will we be arrested?
I'm asking y'all to do.
Okay, you can ask for us to leave. You can ask for us to leave. You could ask for us to leave. But the next question is, what happens to us
I'm
if we
asking you
decide
again,
not to
can
leave
you
this
go on this
property?
side of the
Okay,
gate?
and I want to know what happens if we decide not to leave this property. Will I be arrested?
This side of the gate.
Will I be
You can finish
arrested?
recording on this side of the gate.
And I can finish recording right here because I'm filming my government
Stay
officials
here.
right now.
Will he be arrested?
I just need you to say yes or no on that.
That's it.
I just need you to say yes or
I
no.
needed you to answer my question too. You didn't.
I don't have to answer your question. See, you're the public servant here. You got to answer our questions because we're here asking questions apparently that you're not wanting to answer for us. Will I be arrested if I decide to not leave from back here? And of course, we're not going to get an answer.
Even in that case, you see, we ain't going nowhere. Ain't gonna do anything. And then if it's solved,
But we're not going to be kicked off of property either, just from y'all saying, just because y'all make up laws on the fly doesn't mean that we have to listen.
I didn't. You just said, hey, look, get off here. I talked to you and I appreciate it. And I explained why I'm requesting you to go outside. Yeah. And I mean, I can't make it any clearer.
I understand. And we were just trying to make it clear on the signs, make it clear on how law works, even when you're in the confine of the fence. So in other words, like if you were to tell me, sir, I'm gonna arrest you if you don't leave. See, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was asking him if we're going to be arrested if we don't leave from back this area.
It's not about me testing you. It's about me walking on the Constitution. That's all.
Right.
That's all. And that's what we appreciate, And we don't not appreciate you guys. We do appreciate you guys.
But this is also educational as far as y'all, you know, we have to be able to educate y'all too, because the law clearly says that we're allowed to be back here. Clearly says that we're allowed to be back here. You can't just come up and say, okay, now we want you to leave because that's kicking us off of public property that we were allowed to be on. This is a public area until there are signs restrictions saying that. So you got to learn the law.
You're right if the signages are there.
If the signage is there.
I am now informing you that this is not a public area. Okay?
Okay.
So lawfully now, you know this is not a public area.
But there's no
so
signage.
If he leaves, if he does not leave this area right here, will he be arrested? That's a yes or no.
Are you refusing to leave the area?
No, I would like my question answered first, and then I would be glad to do whatever you think that the law is.
I'm asking you to follow my lawful command
Which is not a lawful command.
of leaving the area. I've already instructed you that this is not.
There's no signs restricting this area. You've got to learn that. You can't create law as you go on the fly. So the question, okay, now that I answered yours, will I be arrested if I don't leave from back here?
Are you refusing?
We keep going in a circle on this. Will I be arrested if I decide not to leave from this back area?
Just answer the
Are you
question.
refusing to leave?
I don't answer questions.
Are you breaking the law?
Detain him.
I'm not breaking the law.
Detain him.
Okay, people, here we go. Y'all are gonna go viral. I do not consent to any searches or seizures of my person.
He's a nice guy, fella.
Yeah.
Officer, if I may,
Yeah.
you know why we're here.
And I understand that, but I feel like it's not.
They're not interested in bridging the gap. Not at all.
Unreasonable
Tyranny.
request, what I'm asking.
It's not unreasonable.
So basically, he's coming here and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna do what I want."
Totally get you. Listen, I totally get you. But what he's trying to teach is this: when he asks you under a lawful command, will I be arrested? That's by law. You have to either tell him that or not answer the question at all, because that in the middle question is something he doesn't have to. Oh yeah, watch it. That difference.
Oh, are you back? Is she back?
Legitimately have to answer questions.
Yeah. Okay.
What's going on now? He's being detained without really breaking the law. He's just found out.
Well, no, he found out, and I explained it to him, and I asked him, and he still stood there.
Well, if you talk to him,
Truth be told, arrested on public property.
Here's the thing, that's not what I'm here to do. I was trying to come here and resolve it. I don't have a
No.
problem with you.
They realized there was nothing they could do. They didn't get my name. They asked if I can get my name up. I told them no. So, but they realized that, you know, there's no signage and nothing postponing us from being in this parking lot over here. So, hopefully they learned their lesson. They had to get the lieutenant out here. They released me from cuffs and released me to go. So, on to the next people.
Thank you for watching until the end of the video. What just happened in the small town of New Roads, Louisiana, where over 28% of residents live below the poverty line, was not just a tense clash between citizens and police. It was a real-world test, where legal knowledge became the only shield between power and civil rights. In a public space with no restriction signs, 4 armed officers surrounded an unarmed group of citizens who were simply filming a constitutional right. Courage, calmness, and knowing the law were the keys that kept them from being arrested or backing down in the face of vague commands. This proves that you do not need to shout or act aggressively to assert your rights. You just need to know the law and stand firm. A word of advice for every citizen: when dealing with police, ask clear and respectful questions like, am I being detained or am I free to go? If there are no signs and no clear legal reason, you have every right to stay in a public space and refuse to show ID. Share this video if you believe knowledge can change the way society works. Subscribe to Mr. Right now to keep following Real Talk Legal Encounters. And if you're still with us, drop the letter R in the comments. It shows that you stand with truth and the law.